I don't know about you guys, but I've been getting back into Animal Jam. So I decided that I'm just gonna try out every single arcade game in Animal Jam Classic and see what I think about all of them. So there's 24 games in this arcade, but they're all quite short flash games, so it shouldn't take us too long to get through all of them. So the next game is Pest Control. It's a pretty standard tower defense game. I think the most special thing about it is that the art style is just cool. I don't know. Like, I like the colors that they picked. I like how there's like no line art. I like how the little bugs and everything like moves. I don't know. That's what I like about it. I think it's pretty good, but it's also pretty standard tower defense game. The next game is Sky High, and I think if you have any experience with Animal Jam, then you have quite a bit of experience with Sky High. I have a lot of stories from my childhood about this game. I literally could never complete it. I was never able to do it, but I made a new account now as a grown woman. I know, embarrassing. And I actually have been able to get to the end of the game. I thought there would be something absolutely insane and crazy at the end, but there really wasn't. Funny story. Okay, I wasn't crazy about the Animal Jam YouTube scene, but I dabbled. And I used to watch people play Sky High because I wanted to get good at it. Because I heard that there was something like crazy that happens at the end of the game when you reach the top. So I wanted to watch some videos on how you get good. And there was just this one person who started talking about how, like, this is the easiest game ever. It's just like Doodle Jump, and if you don't play Doodle Jump and you're not good at Doodle Jump, then what are you doing living underneath a rock? And I just remember being so offended that I still remember this YouTube video from how many years ago now? Many years ago. So yeah, I guess I'm not living underneath a rock anymore. I was actually able to get to the end. And can we have a little bit of appreciation for my penguin? I think they are very cute. The next game is Jama Derby. It's like a horse racing game and you race against real people. I was always, okay, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm tooting it a little bit. I'm pretty darn good at this. I don't know, like, are other people just idling? Are they not even trying? I don't know. But I only started playing this game because I saw on some Animal Jam YouTube video, they were saying that this is like the best way to make money. Either that or somebody said that in chat, I'm not sure. But I just remember hearing that somewhere, being told this exclusive information about this horse racing game, and I decided, yeah, I'm gonna go try that out. And apparently, I was gifted and talented in ways I couldn't conceive yet. Maybe I should calm down a little bit. But yeah, it is a really good way to get gems in the game because when you win, you get a lot, and clearly it's not that hard to win if I can do it. As a game, it's a pretty solid midi game. I don't know what much there is to say. The only thing I can say is I don't really like the way that the horses look in Animal Jam. I don't know, something is weird about them. And this comes from a girl who really likes horses. Well, maybe that actually makes me more judgmental about the whole situation. But yeah, anyway, it's a pretty good game. Spent a lot of time on this. The next game is Long Shot, and I must be really bad at this game because I just kept messing it up. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, this is hard for me, and that's probably why I don't really remember ever playing this as a kid. I feel like I remember it being there. I remember trying it out maybe, but actually playing it to earn gems, like I did Sky High or Drama Derby or some other game that I can't think of right now. I never did that because, yeah, it's something, I don't know, something's just not clicking with me. And I also kind of don't like this RNG element of it. I don't know, I'm just not a fan. Like, I feel like in the beginning you play just by like, what do you do again? Click a button or something to shoot the guy, and then you're kind of just like crossing your fingers and hoping that you get a good outcome. It's a little bit gambling like. Gambling? Like for children, Animal Jam, come on. I don't know. I feel like because of that, I really don't like those games where you have like no control and it's kind of just RNG based kind of thing. It's just never fun for me. I don't know. Some people like that though, but maybe they're just unskilled? Question mark. Just kidding. You can like what you want to like. It's just not for me. The one thing that I should say though is that I really like the art style and the animation. It's kind of similar to the tower defense game Pest Control. Yeah, I don't know. It's just simple but effective. I don't know what to tell you. It just like scratches some itch where I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like with a lot of these games, you can really tell that there was blood, sweat, and love put into it. Next up is pill bugs. Man, I remember as a kid, I wasn't a fan of this. I don't know why exactly, but it just didn't suit my fancy or whatever. However the saying goes. But I also have been playing Animal Jam on my phone, the new mobile game, so then I can get free membership on Animal Jam Classic. Although that's quite a bit of work, I have done that. But to get that free membership, I played a lot of Pillbugs. Low key, high key, I was enjoying it. I don't know why I talk like that sometimes. If any of you guys have ever tried out like doing these kind of videos, just like talking to yourself, sometimes do you guys like say something so unbelievably cringe that like you physically get goosebumps? Because that happens to me all of the time. And that just happened to me right then because I was like, I didn't like what I just said. Either way, let me talk about pill bugs. It's cute. There's not much to it. It's just one of those like pinball type of games, I guess. Except not really pinball, but you get the point. I feel like it's pretty easy to understand. I also like the art style. I like the concept. I think it's cute and it's kind of addicting, when you're in bed and watching something on the TV. You pull up pill bugs and you play. Eventually, on the harder levels, I feel like it's actually physically impossible to complete them. So yeah, I gave up eventually, but you know what? I enjoyed the journey to that breaking point of mine. I did enjoy the journey. That's all that matters at the end, huh? The next game is Twister. And guys, like, am I crazy or I actually don't remember this game? I feel like it's past my time on Animal Jam as a child. Yeah, I don't really remember this. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Who knows? Could very well be. I was very confused on how this works in the beginning because I don't think I ever played it before. I thought that those little loops would give you like a speed boost, but I don't think that they do. I think that they just like give you extra money. I feel like this is an okay way to make money actually. I don't know. It's not that crazy of a game either. I mean, I can't say that for all of the games because they're all not crazy. They're freaking like flash games within a flash game. Like they can't be insane, okay? I understand that. Really like the art style of this one. I feel like it really stands out compared to the other ones. But hey, I'm probably gonna say that for every single one of those games that I like the art style because I'm sorry, but Animal Jam clearly went Animal Jam went ham on the art. That's all I really have to say, I guess. On to the next game is Phantom Fighter, and I mean, just look at it. I have quite a few complaints, I guess. This looks like it's a really old game for whatever reason. It doesn't seem to have the same kind of polish as the other games. I feel like the phantoms and the ship itself don't really stand out that much compared to the background. I also don't like those borders on the side of the screen. I mean the black borders, not the blue border because that's outside of the play screen. Anyway, I don't like those borders. It just makes everything feel really cramped. And what the hell does this have to do with animals? This is Animal Jam. Where the hell is the animal? I see a spaceship. I see a freaking Tesla spaceship here. And that's not what this is about right now. This is about the animals, actually. That's my complaints. And I think also I'm a little bit biased because I kind of hate these games. I hate these games with the ships. Like, I don't know what it is about it. I just am really bad at them. Maybe that's why I hate them because there's a skill issue somewhere. Yeah, I think this might be actually the worst game out of all of them. I think you can get pretty good gems from it though. Or can you? I'm not sure. I don't remember. I took these clips a long time ago. You could tell by the freaking winter background. The winter loading screen, I mean. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't like this game. I would never play it again. I think I tried it out when I was a kid and I just said, you know what? Screw it. I'm not doing this one. Next game is Overflow, and yes, I remember this game fondly. I played it a bunch. I played every single level like multiple times. I don't know what it was about this game. I just really liked it. Yeah, and it was just super like satisfying and relaxing. And that was like my Animal Crossing because I didn't have Animal Crossing kind of like cozy. Get into a blanket and play Overflow. I don't know, there's not much to say about it. Like, clearly, the goal of the game is to make as long of a tunnel, no, like a river to the castle as possible so that you can get the most gems. And sometimes that's a lot more complicated than you think it is. But I can't say I ever, like, was crazy about getting the most gems. I just kind of enjoyed completing the river and watching all the water flow through the river into the castle. I don't know. That's all I can really say about this. Oh, yeah, the art style's nice. I feel like actually there's like better art style Flash games in this Flash game. This one definitely it works. It works. The next game is Spider Zapper, I do believe. I don't know. Something about this one also feels a little bit like older to me, like an older type of style that they had going on, but it's definitely not nearly as bad as the spaceship one. I don't remember the name of Phantom Spaceship, whatever. This one's actually like the art style is actually pretty darn good. It just like gives me some kind of different vibe, I guess. And you're supposed to play this with two players, but I am like socially anxious to ask anybody to play with me, so I played by myself. Plus, I didn't want to wait forever, knowing that probably nobody is going to join me. I mean, the game is pretty darn active considering how old it is, and that this is the classic version. There's already like a new version of Animal Jam, but still, I feel like people are mostly trading and not playing every single mini game in the game. Spider Zapper was kind of stressful. I don't know, like I was really locked in trying to click on all of these spiders. And it's not easy, okay? It's not easy. But I do have to say it's not hard to stump me. I'm a freaking gamer. I'm a girl gamer. Hell yeah. So, yeah, this was honestly like unexpected niceness from a game. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I would like if you gave me every single Animal Jam game and said pick one to play forever and ever, I'm not picking this. So, it's not a 10 out of 10, I guess, is an easier way to say that, but it's pretty darn solid, I have to say. The next game is Fruit Slinger, and once again, I'm a hater. Excuse me, this has nothing to do with animals. You didn't even try to really make it about nature too much. I mean, okay, fruits come from nature, but like, there's quite a disconnect from an Angry Birds copy, but instead of birds, we made them fruits, and a game that's supposed to be about animals, the environment, nature, and hey, if you want me to get a little bit scientific, most of these fruits are domesticated. They're not even found naturally in nature. So let's talk about that, Animal Jam. But I hope that's true, man. Yeah, and I'm also like, I don't really like Angry Birds like the game. I just don't like it. I don't know, maybe I'm like so against throwing things in a freaking catapult. Okay, I didn't like it with the other armadillo game or whatever it was. Yeah, I just like it's not cool for me. It's not cool. Maybe past lives are real, and in a past life I was catapulted, and now I'm just offended by catapults or something. Who knows? Yeah, in general, I don't really like these games, so yeah, I'm a little bit biased, but hey, this is my ranking. Your ranking can be whatever you would like it to be. Okay, we can fight in the comments. Just kidding, maybe let's not do that. Anyway, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna rate this that great. I didn't really feel like playing anymore. Barely took any footage of it because I was kind of just like, bored, don't care, couldn't be asked. Yeah, that's Fruit Slinger. The next game is Gem Breaker, and I remember playing this quite a bit as a kid. I didn't really like it though. I don't know, I think I heard someplace that it was good for making jams, so I played it. I like forced myself to play it a lot. And then like in between playing Jam Breaker, I would play Overflowed to Overflow, sorry, to calm down. The Jam Breaker just wasn't my thing. And once again, let me hate again and bring it up to the court so that all the people, the jury can see what does this have to do with animals? Okay, those barely even look like real crystals. Anyway, girl, you don't have to play the game if you don't like it. Simply put, so if you don't like a game, just don't play it. Don't be like me when I was like 10 years old, okay? Don't do that. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. If that's your thing, go ahead. So our next game is Double Up, and I kind of love these games. I kind of like the pair matching games or whatever. I remember I used to do them all the time. Like I had the cards like in real life, okay? And I would like lay them out and do that for fun. And I thought that like I was the most impressive, most intelligent person ever because I was able to do them so well. I was able to remember the positions and everything. And then like I would make people watch me do it and when you do that, when you make people watch you do something with the ulterior motive that you want to be praised, you tend to like bore them, which is something that I had to learn at a young age. And honestly, some of you guys need to learn that too. No shade. Actually, kind of shady as frick. So yeah, I just really like these games in general, and this is just like a pretty freaking normal one. You do get to see all of the characters at the beginning, and it is timed, I do believe, so it makes it very stressful. And seeing all the cards or the characters at the beginning, I don't know, it's not the way that I usually did it, okay? I do it a little bit more impressively. Where I don't see any of them, I just have to flip them. Actually, maybe that makes it easier because as you flip them, you're really reinforcing where each card is in your brain. But most games seem to let you see all of the cards and then they flip them over. I think My Little Pony does that too. Yes, I love My Little Pony. Anyway, yeah, it makes it a little bit easier because I can remember like where two pairs are at most, and then I have that down pat first thing when I hop into the game. But yeah, I don't know, it's just a classic. I love this kind of stuff. Next up is Splash and Dash, and it's kind of quite similar to the Drama Derby, but instead of horses, now we have dolphins. I do think that this one's actually more fun, personally. And correct me if I'm wrong, it's a little bit more skilled based. I think you get speed ups from the loops that you jump through or swim through instead of just feeding your horse a carrot and getting a speed up. Well, actually, okay, now that I'm thinking about it, because obviously I don't plan what I'm gonna say before I say it. Can you tell? I don't know which one is harder. I just think that they're both different in their own special and unique ways, much like we're all different in our own special and unique ways. Anyway, I don't know. I think I played both the horse game and this dolphin game like equally. They both give you quite a lot of money. I feel like for whatever reason people play the dolphin or the horse game more than the dolphin game. Am I crazy for saying that? That's just the feeling that I get. But yeah, dolphin game is good and I like the way that dolphins look more than I like the way that the horses look. So, there's that. Next is Falling Phantoms, and from watching Animal Jam YouTube presently, occasionally I dabble. I found out that apparently a lot of people have fond memories of playing a lot of Falling Phantom as a child. I personally do not. I feel like I probably tried it out once or twice and didn't really like, suit my fancy, toot my horn or whatever. I just didn't play it ever. So yeah, nostalgia factor is definitely not there, but I feel like it's a pretty good game. It's quite stressful and it's not super easy to win, but it's not impossible either because I also feel like people kind of just idle on this game, kind of like sit there and like, just rack up the gems. I don't know. I think the art style is nice. It looks nice and like well polished, but yeah, there's not much I can say about this. I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. Next game is Hedgehog, and I don't know. I've never been a big fan of Pac-Man. I feel like ever since I was a kid, I didn't like it because I was bad at it. And if I'm bad at it, then that means it's simply not good. I'm sorry. That's a joke, by the way. Not a very funny one either. Hedgehog was fine. I don't know. I'm not crazy about Pac-Man games, but my bias aside, it's pretty good. It's actually not that hard. Maybe I was playing on easy mode. I don't know. I don't really remember. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the games just take way too long, though. That's my biggest gripe with it. I feel like the art, the visuals, they're okay. I feel like they're trying to go for a pixelated like Pac-Man type of look. I'm not crazy about it in this the way that they pulled it off, I guess. But hey, like art and all that stuff is it's just an opinion. So, oh my gosh, here I'm going to get philosophical. I feel like opinions are important to it's important to have your own opinion on art and stuff because that way you can actually make better art yourself when you know what you do like and what you don't like, what exactly it is that you do and don't like, and why exactly it is that you do and don't like. I feel like that stuff can help yourself. So you know what? Don't take my criticism personally. I guess it's just for me, okay? It's just for me. And maybe somebody listening, maybe they'll like think about art in a different way, okay? Wow, so philosophical, but most of my commentary on the art has just been, wow, this is really good, or this is really bad. So yeah, maybe I should listen to my own advice for once in my life, but I don't know, Hedgehog, it's basically just Pac-Man. Yeah, I'm not a big Pac-Man person, so it's okay. It's okay for me. Next game is Eat 'em Up, and I don't know why, but I'm absolutely obsessed with this game, and I was when I was a kid as well. Something about the movement is just really like satisfying with the mouse, and the way that the fish kind of like lags behind a little bit, with a little bit of a delay. It feels like he really has weight to him. I like that. And I just like the way that the fishes look. They're so cute. They're so like weird. They kind of remind me of like Invader Zim type of style, slightly. I just really like it. I don't know. And these aren't even real fish. Even more amazing. I don't know why I'm a fish hater all of a sudden, but apparently I am. I only like fake fish. Yeah, I just really like this one. The beginning is quite easy, but like as you progress, it gets a lot harder. And it does remind me quite a bit of Spore, another game that I was completely obsessed with as a kid. I have fond memories of staying up, like my eyes are red, it's a school night, and I'm playing Spore at like 3 a.m. It slightly reminds me of that. So I think that's another reason why I really liked it as a kid. It's just a good game, more on the simple side, but I think that they really perfected it basically. You know what? I think I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. Like, I just love it. The next game is Best Dress, and this game waddled so Dress to Impress could run. Okay, this game is so freaking good. I also sunk so much of my time as a child into this game. Yeah, it's just fun. I really enjoy that they let you pick pieces, like clothing pieces, that aren't actually in your inventory, so you get to play around more. I feel like if they did it the way where you could only dress up in your inventory, then like free to play players, like I was as a child, would totally be in the dust in this game and it just simply wouldn't be fun. So I really like how everybody has the same inventory, is what I'm trying to get at. Everybody has the same inventory and you can pick anything from those inventories. I think that they're randomly generated for each category. It felt really good when I won, like really good. I always sure to vote correctly. I'm pretty sure some people voted like somebody who really didn't try that hard, so then they can kind of get more votes for themselves, if that makes sense, Because the person that they voted for is likely not to win, so that means that they're likely to get more points in comparison. Does that make any sense? I don't know, whatever. I just think it's a really good game. Yeah, there's not much to it either. It's a lot a very social game though, I guess. I mean, you can't talk to anybody, but you do have to appeal to the human psychology, I guess. Saying a lot of I guesses. I guess I'm not very certain of myself, but I certainly think that this is a pretty darn good game. Actually, I have zero complaints about it, so I might as well just give it another 10 out of 10. I'm throwing these things out like candy now. Phantom Invasion is not a game, it's just gambling. I hate it. 0 out of 10. The next game is Phantom Treasures. I think that the obsession with phantoms needs to be addressed. It's one of those games where you just have to find the hidden item in the picture. The pictures are really nice. I like how they're able to hide a lot of objects. I think it's through color. I'm not entirely sure. Hey, I'm not like a crazy good art person, but whatever. I like it. It's fine. The replayability is really not there because I think there's only like three scenes. And yeah, like every time you play it, you get a new item to look for, new items, plural, to look for. But eventually, like, you're gonna know where everything is. Yeah, the replayability just isn't there, but I think it's a nice game. I feel like if they updated it every once in a while with a new scenes to look at, it would be fun, but I don't think that they're doing that. It is what it is. The next game is Swoopy Eagle, obviously a nod to the popular game Flappy Bird. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. It's just as difficult as Flappy Bird, if not more, because we got the big freaking winged eagle now that has a bigger hitbox. It also doesn't feel as satisfying as Flappy Bird looks. Guess what? I've never played Flappy Bird, but I do have a funny story to tell you. When I was playing Animal Jam as a child, somebody was advertising for a Flappy Bird funeral, and I didn't know what it was, but I was definitely interested, so I went to their den to go check it out. And then I told them that I never played the game, and they said, "Wow, you're really missing out because." Apparently, they told me that Flappy Bird had shut down. You can't you no longer download it, so sucks for me, I guess. I never even heard of the game until this moment. They told me this crazy story about like the developer or whatever. It sounded like a creepypasta. To this day, I do not know if this story is true. I don't think I'm gonna repeat it because it's a lot and I don't really remember the details so perfectly. I just remember being like, there's no way that's true. That has like to be some kind of like Slenderman creepypasta type of thing. But I did attend the funeral of Flappy Bird in Animal Jam. Good thing that we have their successor, Swoopy Eagle. It hasn't really seemed like Swoopy Eagle has taken off yet, which is funny considering that Swoopy Eagle is a bird. The next game is Mira Says, which is a nod to Simon Says, if any of you guys know that classic game. Yeah, seems like Animal Jam likes to do a lot of nods, and I mean, that's okay, like with mini games. It's hard to reinvent the wheel when basically everything has been done before. But I get it, okay? This game isn't that crazy. There's nothing that insane about it. You do basically Simon Says. And I decided to go insane. I wrote down everything on a piece of paper because I wanted to see what would happen when you got to the end. I don't think I ever got to the end because it took too long. And I was already working on it. I don't want to tell you how long this recording is of me playing this game. You don't want to know. Okay, but it's pretty good. There's nothing crazy about it. Like, what crazy are you gonna do about Simon Says? Maybe they could have had my character dancing or something. That would have been fun. Apparently, you can make good money with this. I don't know. Next game is Wind Rider. It's kind of the opposite of Sky High. I don't know. There's not much to it. You just dodge the phantoms and you reach the end and then you get a little thing. It's fine. It's a good game. I feel like it's something that you can grind shit for the prizes, kind of like you can with Sky High, and for the gems as well. The art is nice. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm getting to the end of these games and now I have nothing to say. I'm just repeating myself over and over again. Next game is Super Sort, and this one's actually kind of fun. I don't think I played it that much as a kid, but I played it again and I kind of have grown a new enjoyment for this game. It kind of reminds me of like rhythm games where sometimes like it's like your eyes like gloss over and you turn into a robot. You're just like pressing the buttons, and I don't know, it's like I become a different person and sometimes I enjoy that. Like, that's how I feel playing rhythm games, and that's kind of how I felt playing this game. Although I can realize that I'm not very good at it, but I think it would be fun to try and get good. So I like it. And no, there are no animals in this, but it does have to do with the environment, so I'll give them that. I'll give them that, okay? The art is also super nice. I don't know. I just like it. I just like the colors and that's the art. Gosh forbid. And last but not least is Temple of Trivia. Now it's pretty darn dead. Like nobody is playing this game. But I remember back in the good old days when I was a child, I would get into this lobby and there'd be a lot of people. And that kind of intimidated me because I didn't know all of this trivia stuff. The problem is like you kind of have to play the game to learn the trivia. But I was so intimidated by all the people that I didn't want to play because I knew I would mess up because I knew I didn't know these things. I also didn't learn in that way. So, you know what? It's fine. It's literally a trivia game. That's about it. It's mostly about geography, I think, which is crazy because it's trivia. It's supposed to be multiple things, but I don't know. It feels like they focus on geography. Or maybe I just didn't play enough. It's okay. It's not my thing. Oh my gosh, we finally did it. I played every single game that's in the Animal Jam arcade. I don't know if there's any other ones. I don't remember there being any other ones, so I hope not. But thank you all for watching, especially if you made it this far into the video. Really appreciate it. I'm hoping to upload more consistently. You may have noticed that I did upload a little bit 2 years ago, and then I had to go to school and school took a lot out of me and I'm still in school, so I don't think I'll be uploading very regularly. Expect irregular if you're gonna expect anything at all. Thank you for watching.